Yes, cloudy skies today, high 35. Mostly cloudy tonight, low 28. Clouds and 38 tomorrow. For Thursday, mostly cloudy, high 38. And for Friday, mostly cloudy with a high 42. Overnight low 27. Yesterday's high was 30. Currently, humidity at 98%. Winds are calm. Pressure at 30.16 this morning. Right now, cloudy skies. We've got 30 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are
morning.
you?
Good. How about yourself?
Well, not bad. Thank you for giving me a call last night and saying, hey, by the way, the skating rink's on fire. I do appreciate that. I went by there and did a live report.
Here's the big question to the
By the way, Johnny's here. Johnny Williams is here.
That.
How's it going?
Good.
Good. Let me say something about Johnny Williams. The man is Superman from the knees down. He's impervious to cold and pain. I've never seen anybody.
Now, here's my question. Did the two of you get together last night to plan your wardrobe or something?
No. I'm not a Chiefs fan. He is, obviously.
Yeah.
Chiefs haven't won anything in almost my lifetime.
You know what? Go Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm for the Chiefs, too. I am, too. Johnny, good morning. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me out.
All right. On the list as we start the big show at the candidates forum. Well, we guys at that fire first. It really wasn't a fire. It was just a lot of smoke coming from the living quarters near the roller rink, the Roller Sports Incorporated. Anyway, it reminded me this morning when I got up, my alarm went off. Mm-hmm. The smoke alarm, for some reason, went off at the same time. Now, when you wake straight up...
Was someone talking about you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
That's 5 a.m.
Well, maybe your ears were burning.
Here's what
Somebody
I did.
was talking about you somewhere.
Here's what I did. I went over, unscrewed it off the wall, went over to my wife and said, deal with this. Threw it on the bed and walked away. I couldn't get it to stop.
Oh.
Yeah.
You take the front off and you take the battery out.
I figured she figured that out after about 5 minutes. So it's taken care of.
Yeah, when you wake her up.
I want to welcome John Reynolds, who's now the sponsor of the Sports Instant Replay.
Yes.
Edward Jones, thank you for being a part of that and a part of the radio station. I knew Bill Wren, who passed away.
Yeah, the ex-principal at Center Street.
Yeah, Bill rented from us when we moved to Texas, rented a house over there on West Douglas Street from us, from my hometown, Bethalto, and apparently just home for a couple of days. He was a superintendent up near Chillicothe and didn't feel well, went to All Memorial Hospital and passed away in his late 50s. And
wow.
What a nice guy and what a loss. Heard that yesterday afternoon. Gordy Toombs, recovering from hand surgery. You know how talented he is with his hands.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really looking forward to God's blessings to you, and I hope your hands are healed soon, Gordy, so you can get back to work. We need more portraits of people in town.
Yeah.
We need one of John.
Great job. He does a wonderful job.
Maybe a picture of John, just in his shorts.
Slicing some meat. Slicing some meat.
His meat's the best. The best.
You should make your slogan on your commercials. You can't beat John's
No,
meat.
you can't. You can't. It's the best. So anyway, tonight's yoga.
Are you going?
Of course. I'm not going to
You're
the
not
city
going
council.
to city council? You're going to do
no.
yoga?
Dude, it's important for me to continue to build on the incredible balance and flexibility that I've already established. Yeah, watch this. I can put my ankle right above my neck. Here.
It ain't working.
I can do that. Mm-hmm. Warrior 1, Warrior 2, establish the table, do the bird dog, either hand. I'm ready for tonight. And I got to tell you something. That's the other thing I was going to say. John Williams. Johnny Williams is here. Johnny, how many Johnny Williamses are there?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
I mean, just in Wayne County, are there other Johnny Williamses?
Of course, got my boy. He's John Williams.
There you go. So there's at least one other John. I would think
don't
that's
forget
incredible.
No, that was Paul Williams. I was going to say, wasn't there a composer named John Williams?
No,
too?
Paul.
Yeah, John did Star Wars and Home Alone and Jaws.
John Williams?
John Williams,
okay.
Composer. Yeah.
All right, so I looked it up. Williams is the fourth most popular surname in the United States. 1.5 million Williamses.
I did not know that.
What are the top three?
Got to be Smith.
Smith,
Smith's one.
Jones.
No, Jones is 5.
Brown?
No. Brown is 4.
Black?
No.
Nelson.
Jackson?
No.
Johnson?
Johnson is number 2.
Okay.
All right, so
What's number 1?
Smith.
Smith. Okay.
Smith, Johnson, Williams number 3 with 1.5 million of you guys running around. About as many Vaughn, Simpson, and Musgraves there are in Wayne County.
Thereabouts.
All right, then 4 is Brown, 5 is Jones, 6 is Miller, and
Okay.
7 is Davis. And I'm just going to tell you, there's only 350 Drees in the entire country. And there's no other Mike Drees. I am
Really?
unique.
Yeah, you are.
So there you go. We got. Did you know any of that stuff, Johnny? I mean,
No,
come
I
on.
did
I'm just.
not.
I'm here. I'm here to not just entertain, but to
Enlighten.
inform and enlighten.
Yes.
So I mean, you're not unique, is what I'm telling you.
No.
You're a dime a dozen, John.
No,
You're
Don,
right.
I think I'd just get up and leave right now.
You know, I mean, why didn't your folks name you
In
like
protest.
Horatio or something like that as
Well,
a first name?
my dad's name's John also. Yeah.
You sound like you.
You know, there's a pattern there.
It's like George Foreman here. You got George Foreman 1, George Foreman 2, George. All right. Well, in my hands, I have da bucket a buck. Hit that high note, big boy. Oh, you know, Vicky's not feeling well.
Well, after the caterwauling that is going on now,
This
I can
didn't help her.
imagine why.
No. Oh. I almost
Did
makes.
you get too rowdy on Sunday at the big company thing?
I don't know. Sounds to me like the news guy is pretty flexible too. Sounds like he's putting both ankles behind his neck there. All right, birthdays today. This would interest the news guy. Alan Alda is 84 today.
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye. You know what he was
Hawkeye
born?
Bears,
He was his given birth name was Alfonso Joseph D'Abruzzo. That was his given name.
It's interesting to find out why they chose their new names. I mean, obviously, Alan Alda. I mean, why Alda for the last?
I think
name?
it's
I mean,
because of the first 2 letters of Alfonso, and then the first 2 letters of his last name, D'Abruzzo.
okay.
Wow.
Alda. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's 6-time Emmy Award winner, Golden Globe Award winner. He played Hawkeye Pierce in the television series MASH between 1972 and 83.
He was in a few movies.
Yes, he was in TV programs. He was in The West Wing, 30 Rock. He was in films such as Same Time Next Year, The Four Seasons, Crimes and Misdemeanors. In 1996, he was Flirting with Disaster, Bridge of Spies, Marriage Story. He had an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor in The Aviator. Remember, he was the senator
Yep.
in that one. When he was 7 years old, he had polio. And to combat the disease, his parents administered a very painful treatment regimen that consisted of applying hot wooden blankets, woolen blankets, not wooden.
I was going to say.
Yeah, woolen blankets to his limbs and stretching his muscles.
Ooh.
He commuted from the whole time, 11 years, he commuted from Los Angeles to his home in New Jersey every week during the 11 years of MASH. I mean, he was on a plane more than, he probably had years on a plane.
Probably on a plane more than he was at home.
He couldn't get along with Wayne Rogers or McLean Stevenson. They walked after season 3 because he became more prominent, his role.
Yeah.
And so that's when they brought in Sherman T. Potter, Harry Morgan, and they also changed out and
BJ came in.
B.J. Honeycutt came in.
And also, well, no, that was later on. They brought in David Ogden Stiers.
Yes, they did.
You haven't even brought up Hot Lips Houlihan.
She
so,
was,
yeah.
yes, Swit.
Loretta Swit.
Loretta
Loretta
Swit.
Swit.
Yeah.
She
Was,
a
now,
good-
was Alan Alda friendly with her?
Well, he's a gentleman. He wouldn't say. You know, though, he did come on in 2018 on CBS this morning announced that he's been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. So he's struggling right now.
Yeah, hate to hear that.
Barbie Benton
Ooh.
is 70
Really?
years old today. And now, you know who I'm talking about, Johnny?
Do you think she looks like it?
Well, we were looking at a few images.
She does not look like she's 70 to me.
She's a mighty fine 70, I don't mind telling you. American model, actress, TV personality, and singer.
Singer?
I didn't know she could sing. I never ever looked into her recording background.
Oh, but I checked out her lungs a lot.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. You are bad today.
I'm on
you are
fire
very
today.
you're very bad today.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to do it to be some sort of administrative punishment for
Can-
you.
can
That
I-
file's opened up again.
Please send me home now.
No.
Can I go home
No,
now?
you have to stay here until the end of the show. That's your punishment. She was on Hee Haw all the way through the 70s. Now here's the
She was one of the Hee Haw honeys, wasn't she?
She was. Here's the great line. Hugh Hefner dated her. Of course, she was in Playboy.
Yeah.
Where we make jest.
Yeah.
But she was one of the. And he was 42 when he approached her. She was a co-ed and 24.
Geezer alert. Geezer alert.
Yes, he was a geezer. He asked her out, and Barbie Benton said to Hefner, "I don't know. I've never dated anyone over 24 before." To which Hefner replied, "That's all right. Neither have I."
And you know that age difference really isn't that much.
No.
As Heifer got older, his
Oh,
dates got
mercy.
younger.
He sure did. They dated for quite a while. Hefner convinced her to change her name from Barbara Klein to Barbie Benton. She was credited with convincing Hugh Hefner to buy the Playboy Mansion in California in 1974.
Okay.
She married a real estate developer, George Gradow, in 1979. They have 2 children. This is how old she is. Her children are almost in their 40s.
Wow.
Yeah. They have homes in Aspen and L.A.
Oh.
Barbie Benton. Very memorable. 1922 on this date, the National Football League franchise in Decatur, Illinois,
The
transferred.
Staleys.
They transferred to Chicago, and they took on the name
The Bears.
Wow.
the Bears. 1958. I'm surprised you're a Kansas City fan, Johnny.
Joe Montana is how I ended up there. I was a Niners fan with Montana. Then he went to the Chiefs, and I've stayed.
I'm going to say this.
I guess I've stayed with him to curse him, with all these close playoff losses.
Well, what happened this year?
I don't know. Hey, there was this kid, and he was at the regular season games for Houston and Tennessee, and they lost both of those. And he goes to the Houston playoff game, and they went down 21-0 first quarter, 24-0 right in second quarter. He got up and left, and he put a thing on Twitter or Facebook, and I've a bad curse on the team, and I'm leaving. So he left, and the Chiefs scored 7 touchdowns on the next 7 possessions. And Patrick Mahomes asked him to stay home next week when we played the
Same
Titans.
thing happens to me when it comes to Mules basketball.
So what they're saying is he's not going to the Super Bowl.
No, I doubt it.
No. Well, anyway,
They'll give him more money to stay home.
Yeah.
I've
they
been told to
probably
stay away at times from Mules when they start playing poorly. For whatever reason, I'm blamed. Anyway, they went on to and become the Chicago Bears, the Bears. Roy Campanella on this date with the Brooklyn Dodgers, seriously injured in an auto accident. He would never return to play again. 1973, Barnaby Jones debuts on CBS.
With Buddy Epson.
Yeah. Well, he had a nice run there as well.
Now, what
Yeah.
year was that?
1973.
So that was after the Silver Paint episode, because he was originally going to be the Tin Man in The
Yep.
Wizard of Oz.
That's right.
He's allergic to the aluminum, I think.
You're right. That's exactly right. I do remember.
I remember
that
him more
story.
as Jed Clampett.
Yes.
I
yeah.
think everybody does.
Well, he was a hoofer.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
He did a lot of war movies.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was in a lot of war movies.
On this date, I remember this really well. In radio, we used to have, and right over here when I was the news director, in that closet was the wire.
Oh, the teletype?
Yeah, the UPI wires, what we had here. And also, in 1986, I was at WBGZ in Alton in the newsroom. And if there was like 3 bells, there was something you need to come and look at.
Yeah.
If it was 4 bells, this is really, really important. That morning in 1986, 5 bells, which used to mean God is in Boston and coming this way.
Yeah.
Okay? But it was the U.S. Space Shuttle Challenger
Yeah,
exploding.
I remember that one.
And I remember going on the air with that. That's how you remember.
See, I remember that as well. I was on the air when that happened.
Where?
Mount Carmel.
I was in middle school on my way to the dentist, and it come on the radio.
Are you saying that to try to make us feel old,
No,
Johnny?
no,
I think
no.
I think that was a slam. Don't you
what
think
I
that was a
think.
slam? I took it that way. How about you?
Well, I did, and you
I
know,
was in middle school.
all I can say is slam dunk to Johnny.
Yeah.
Singe
Yeah.
job, Johnny. Anyway,
And he don't even have his flame retardant pants on.
no, I don't. Well, Johnny didn't have any pants on. Well,
I do have shorts on.
You have
You
shorts on. Okay,
clarify
nothing
that,
wrong. I was going to say, we're not going to have you on YouTubes if you don't keep just the shorts on, okay? 1978, the request of a fan on this date, Ted Nugent autographed a man's arm with a Bowie knife.
I'm not
That's
surprised.
painful. Can you imagine Ted Nugent on his arm with a knife? 1980, the original Ants split up with Adam.
Yep, Adam and the Ants.
Not anymore. 1985, the song We Are the World. Recorded, more than 40 artists involved. The proceeds went towards worldwide hunger prevention.
Who did the solos? Solo parts.
Bob Dylan.
Did
Bob
he?
Dylan did one.
Huey
Michael
Lewis.
Jackson.
Huey
Paul
Lewis.
McCartney.
Yeah.
Huey Lewis did one?
On We Are the World, but
Yeah.
I was thinking McCartney was probably on Band-Aid.
I think McCartney was on We Are the World, too.
I don't know.
We might have to look into
Yeah,
this.
we might have to look that
We'll
up.
look the video up on commercial break.
Didn't Cyndi Lauper do
Mhm.
a solo in
she
that
was-
one, too?
She was hot at that time. She has a skin problem now. Did you know that?
Yes, I've seen the commercials.
Well, it's okay. She's got some sort of salve to put on it so that she doesn't flake around us.
Oh, okay.
Not that we've had her in lately, but she's welcome. She's always welcome here. Cyndi Lauper is. Right now, 22 minutes
Speaking of
past.
Cyndi Lauper, do you remember when she was part of the WWF wrestling?
No, but I remember Captain Lou Albano on
She
WWF.
was hooked up with Captain Lou because
Well,
he was in that video.
video.
That she
Girls
did.
just want to
Yeah.
have fun. Yeah.
I'm sure that he had nothing to do with her after he found out she had psoriasis.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's a shameful thing when that happens.
Yeah.
Captain Lou said, enough. You know,
Yeah.
but you know what
He
Cindy
took
said?
his-
You know
he
what
took
Cindy
the
said?
Band-Aid off his beard and said, "I'm done."
You know what Cindy said? Girls just want to have fun, Lou.
Yeah.
Okay. The Carnaby Square question of the day. Johnny Williams with us here this morning. The Carnaby Square question of the day that got lots of response. Over 4,000 people reached. What is the best sports movie ever? And we'll tell you about our results when we come back on Morning Coffee on 104.9 WFIW and WFIW.com. WFIWradio.com, I should say.
Okay, I only have 15 seconds to tell you about Tavium plus Vapor Grip technology, the powerful dicamba premix herbicide from Syngenta. It controls tough weeds in soybeans and cotton, like palmer amaranth, water hemp, and grass weeds. Actually, we're going to go longer, because Tavium lasts longer. So you get all the power of dicamba plus up to 3 weeks longer residual control than dicamba alone. Whew. Now time's officially up for tough weeds. Talk to your local Syngenta retailer to learn more. Always read and follow label instructions. Tavium plus Vapor Grip technology is a restricted use pesticide.
Hi, this is Elizabeth Gonzalez with People's National Bank. People's National Bank has partnered with Zelle. Zelle is an easy way to send and receive money with family, friends, and others you trust. You can use Zelle today right from your PNB To Go mobile banking app. Money moves directly between bank accounts fast. Stop by People's National Bank today to learn more about Zelle. Available to United States bank account holders only. Terms and conditions apply. The Zelle service is property of Early Warning Services, LLC. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Innovation has always been a repetition of ideas, but what makes it new is the way you put it all together. The Carnaby girls love putting it all together. Shop their winter markdowns on their new multiple groups of navy, aqua, or red, black, and white. Shop Brighton Sale Corner or check out the new collections just in time for Valentine's Day. Purchase $125 in Brighton and receive free the Something Wonderful is About to Happen Sunflower Canvas Tote. Make it a date and come see the Carnaby girls. Open late on Thursdays.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas?
There's a Secret Service man, spread eagle over the top of the car. Something is wrong here. Something is terribly wrong.
Vice President Lyndon Johnson took over.
We have suffered a loss that cannot be weighed.
2 days later, accused assassin Lee Harvey Oswald was gunned down in a Dallas jail.
You have anything to say in your defense? Oswald has been shot.
Before the assassination and the state funeral that followed, these were the songs the radio had been playing.
You don't have to be a baby to help if I wonder what she's doing. I wonder, don't. Everybody, 24 hours from Tulsa. Since I fell for you. So be true to your school. Most wonderful summer. I got a little red rooster.
Well, what do you think? The answer and a twist to the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Get ready for the Super Bowl with these great deals only at your Fairfield Save-A-Lot on West Main. Family pack pork steaks, $1.69 a pound. Boneless, skinless chicken breast, $1.39 a pound. Family pack ribeye steaks, $5.99 a pound. And family pack chicken drumsticks, 79 cents a pound. These specials run through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Fairfield Save-A-Lot located on West Main.
November 1963. I'm leaving it all.
Dale and Grace with I'm Leaving It All Up to You, the top song of November 1963. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
There's something new in the oven at the Home Depot. Air Fry, only in the Frigidaire Gallery Air Fry electric range. Satisfy your family's fried food craving with a healthier, tasty cooking alternative right in your oven. It also comes with self-clean, true convection, and a very tasty price, just $798. With up to 30% off appliance special buys, it's a good time to be a doer at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. U.S. only. See store for details. Valid through February 26th.
Warning. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Velo is here, and it's the modern take on nicotine. They're nicotine pouches that are hassle-free, so you're free to do it all. Whether you're hitting happy hour or hitting the slopes, home brewing to house partying, cliff jumping, or concert going. Whatever the situation, Velo's ready. Visit Velo.com now to find your retailer. Website restricted to age 21 plus tobacco consumers. Underage sale prohibited.
We're having way too much fun here. Hey, by the way, before we get into the results of the question of the day brought to you by Carnaby Square, here are the names of the soloists in We Are the World. Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Paul Simon, Kenny Rogers, James Ingram, Tina Turner. Your wife was in this.
Yeah,
I didn't realize
you know.
that. Billy Joel, Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Dionne Warwick, Willie Nelson, Al Jarreau, Johnny Williams, Bruce Springsteen, Kenny Loggins. I didn't know you were in it either. Steve Perry, Daryl Hall.
I was in middle school.
You were, yes, and we were. You've
Yes,
said that
yes,
once.
we know,
We
John.
understand. Huey Lewis, Cyndi Lauper, Kim Carnes, Bob Dylan, and Ray Charles. Those were the soloists.
Hey, we had a few of them right.
You did good. In the chorus, Dan Aykroyd, Harry Belafonte, Lindsey Buckingham, Mario Cipollina, Cipollina? I have no idea who that is. Sheila E. They didn't give her a last name, apparently. Bob Geldof.
He was the producer, I think.
Bill Gibson.
Probably from ZZ Top. I'm
LaToya
guessing. Billy
Jackson.
Gibson.
That's probably it.
LaToya, she probably had her snake there with her.
Had her sister with a little bit of a malfunction of the wardrobe.
Do you remember that when
Yes.
LaToya had the snake?
Oh, no. I thought he was talking about
I think she was in Playboy with a
Really?
snake.
We
LaToya
just-
Jackson.
we have to get-
and then she released the python
Here's-
into the Florida Everglades.
Here's the thing. Here's
I
the
don't
thing
think
right
she
now.
did.
I'm going to say right now. I'm going to go for this where we're obviously men commenting on this, okay? All right? Right now, I'm going to watch you guys turn in your man cards. Right here, right now, because we got all the great sports movies listed by our listeners.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to tell me as I go through them, did you cry or not? Okay? All right? Because I'm going to be honest about it.
All right, I'll be honest.
We Are Marshall.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't
If you
cry.
don't. If you didn't. Oh, I did. That was
Friday Night Lights, The Blind Side.
no.
Kim says, Remember the Titans.
No.
Rogers says, Radio with Cuba Gooding and Ed Harris.
That's a good one.
No.
No.
Rocky, Yo Adrian.
No.
Space Jam.
No.
The Sandlot, Blue Chips, Love and Basketball.
Blue Chips is a great movie. It's the one with Nick Nolte. Shaq's in it. Penny Hardaway's in it.
Really?
Calbert Chaney from over at Evansville.
Yeah.
He's in that movie. Bob Knight's in that movie.
Marshall says, Slapshot.
The Hanson brothers.
They were great. Julie, 42.
The Jackie Robinson story.
Remember the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
When the game stands tall. I don't know anything about that.
I think it's a baseball
Russell
movie.
says the greatest game ever played, golf.
Okay, well.
Beverly, I liked League of Their Own, and I voted second for Blind Side. Okay.
Okay. Well. Those are kind of like
League of Their Own.
Those are kinda
Hoosiers.
like chick flick sports movies.
Hoosiers. Watched it last about Saturday of last week.
Yeah.
Cried.
Bill
I cried.
Arthur.
I'm
Bill
putting my-
Arthur's a big fan of that movie.
Of Hoosiers?
Hoosiers?
Of Hoosiers.
You cried
Yeah.
during Hoosiers, really?
I cried during Hoosiers.
Okay.
When the shot went up, there was a little tear on my cheek.
Because Lex Luthor's coaching the team.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Vision Quest. Never heard of
It's
it.
a wrestling movie
Sean
with
Penn.
Madonna in it. Sean Penn and Madonna's in it.
Yeah.
That's where they hooked up and got married, I think.
There are a lot of people that have hooked up with Madonna.
Hey, that was middle school
Michelle
there, too.
What? Stop the middle school stuff.
And I think maybe did she do Crazy for You for the soundtrack? I think.
I
for
think
that
she
movie?
did. I think you're right.
Don't know what I did last week, but I can tell you this stuff from the mid '80s.
Yeah.
Chariots of Fire by Mike.
Yeah, that's the
On the beach. Yeah.
and he's running
Piano.
the distance runner story,
Yes.
I think.
Vangelis? Is that the name of the group that did that song?
Yeah, it is.
All right. Amy, Remember the Titans, Winter Facing the Giants by Sherry. I never heard of it.
That's I think it's a Christian based
Facing the
That's
Giants.
pretty good.
The same outfit did they did it before they did Fireproof with Kirk Cameron.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay. Yeah, it is a Christian based movie.
Yeah.
It is a pretty good one.
Draft Day.
Yeah, that's a great one. Kevin Costner's in
Travis,
that one.
Travis told us that. Jackie, Remember the Titans. Brian's song, I cried like a
Yeah,
baby.
oh yeah. Who doesn't cry? It's like okay, movies that men cry to.
I'm tearing up right now.
Old Yeller. Brian's
yes.
song.
Oh, yes.
Where the red fern grows.
Yeah.
I can't give it. I'm going to try to suck it up here. Maddie, League of Their Own. Remember the Titans.
It's a little
Space
local, that
Jam.
League of Their Own, you know,
Yeah,
because
made
they
over in
shot some of
Evansville.
that over in
Yeah.
Evansville, New Harmony.
Varsity Blues, Heath said.
Oh, that's a pretty good one too.
8 Seconds by Felicia said. Felicia said 8 Seconds. You ever heard that one?
It's a rodeo.
Lane
Oh!
Frost, was that his name? He got gored,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Very famous bull rider.
The Air Up There.
The air up there.
Dina said that. Rob says Major League. That's a good one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
I don't
All
cry.
of the major leagues
Don't cry on
are
that
good.
Invincible. You ever heard
Yeah,
that one?
that's a great one. That's the story
Kelly
about
said
the Eagle, the Philadelphia Eagle.
Yes.
Great soundtrack too, by the way.
Right. Katie says Secretariat.
About the horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't said Rocky 3. Now, did that not bother you when Mickey died? I mean, come on.
Nicky.
Burgess Meredith, Mickey is
Oh,
manager.
Mickey.
You remember?
Cut me, Mickey!
Yeah.
Cut me!
Yeah.
Call me Mick. Call me Mick.
I didn't hear no bell.
I didn't hear no bell. Moneyball.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Miracle on Ice. Field of Dreams. I cried.
Yep.
I cried at Field of Dreams. When he started playing catch with his dad. When Kevin Costner started playing catch with his dad, I teared up.
Okay. All right.
It bothered me.
All right.
So there you go. You got it. How many ones did we agree to? How many have we agreed that we cried during? How about you, Johnny?
I haven't seen very many of them.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Which ones did I mention that you cried, Johnny? I think we need to see the sensitive side of Johnny Williams. I think that's very attractive to most people.
Well, I mean,
Johnny. I'm just trying to help you out here.
Some of the movies that weren't mentioned was Pride of the Yankees.
Yes.
That's the reason why.
I cried during that.
And that's the reason why I chose to wear number 4 for every sport I played.
Really?
Yep. Lou Gehrig.
I thought that was as high as you could count.
Nope.
Lou Gehrig.
Yep.
The Iron Horse was your guy.
Yeah, he was my man. He was the guy. And, there was the Monty Stratton story. Dizzy Dean. They did a movie about Dizzy Dean. Everybody's All-American was a good one. It's about a real good high school football player who goes to college and he develops cancer. I cried during that one.
You're just a mess.
There are a lot of sports movies that were not mentioned.
And while you were crying, Johnny was in grade school.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, yeah.
And that's another reason to start crying, because he was in grade school.
I'll tell you what, in all honesty, maybe in a year or two, there's going to be another one that'll upset you, and it'll be the story of Kobe Bryant.
Oh, there'll be a movie about that. There's no doubt about that. Well,
I keep hearing people talk about, I remember what I was doing when Kobe Bryant passed away. It's not like the Twin Towers fell or the Challenger disaster.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you what happened.
People will remember it, but it's not going to be a life like
altering,
JFK or something like that.
Do you remember when I told you about Planters was getting rid of the Peanut, Mr. Peanut?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, they thought
say
he was
it's
100
time to
years
go.
old. Yeah. Anyway, they're pausing. They had a whole series of ads, TV ads, for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Where they were killing Mr. Peanut. Okay. They thought that was really. Anyway, their mascot. Due to the death of L.A. Lakers superstar Kobe Bryant, the company said in an email statement that it was saddened by the news and the death of Bryant and 8 others. It said they were evaluating the next steps through the lens of sensitivity of those impacted by the tragedy. Planners released one of the ads showing the death of Mr. Peanut on social media prior to Sunday's helicopter crash. Sounds like they're going to pull the whole campaign. Mr. Peanut might live.
For a sports star.
Yes.
Why doesn't somebody pull that ad because, 30 people died in a helicopter crash in Fallujah, Iraq, servicemen.
I'm just telling you the next thing that I find really interesting, and I think that probably strip clubs all over North America should pay note to this, okay? Not that we have any here.
Are they going to have a moment of silence?
No, they're going to be worried. So I'm just telling you something.
Okay.
Border officials say they stopped a large shipment of fake money. Officers seized $900,000 in counterfeit money at the border in Minnesota this week. It originated from China, and it was found in a commercial shipment. All the cash was in $1 bills. They're trying to flood strip joints all over North America.
Well, here's my question: would it really be $900,000 if it not real money?
Can you imagine? I'm going to say it is, Rob. I'm just saying that's $900,000 $1 bills. You'd have to have a train to move it in.
That'd take a lot of money. That'd take a lot of a lot of room.
I'd like to buy.
And it was refrigerated?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it came in a refrigerated truck.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
So you go in and buy a car from Shelton with 13,000 ones.
I've read stories where people have brought in like pennies.
to pay a fine?
Taxes or fines. Or I actually read one time somebody did buy a car using dollar bills and change.
You know,
You'd have to bring it in with a freight car.
Yeah.
The first few stories of paying the fines with the coins, went over like in their favor, but then all of a sudden somebody goes in, they're going to do it, and they said, you've got to roll them for us to take the change. Well, that takes a lot of fun out of it.
That takes all the fun out of it.
Remember when Kramer put all coins in to buy a pizza
oven?
Where he'd put his pants in the oven to keep them warm. There's a small chance that two satellites could collide tomorrow evening over Pittsburgh. According to Space Debris Tracker, a decommissioned space telescope launched in 1983 will come very, very close to a smaller satellite launched in 1967. We've got a bunch of space junk up there.
There's a lot of junk up there.
There's a possibility that they could collide. There's no threat to Earth. Observers worry that debris from a collision could pose a risk to other satellites.
There's so much stuff up there. There's a satellite up there twerking going, I got drunk in my trunk.
You're unhinged today. Have another drink of coffee over there. Number of recent studies show. Now, here's one. This is in the category of, oh, really? Duh.
Okay.
A number of recent studies show that happiness is good for your health.
Oh, really?
Duh.
Yeah.
They've linked greater optimism with a lower risk for heart disease and longer life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to say, I was much happier after the first wife went by the boards. The Mayo Clinic offers tips on how to see the bright side of things.
How to stay happy?
Yeah, divorce. Including fostering gratitude and surrounding yourself with people who believe in you. John, I just want to tell you, buddy.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Well, thank you, guys.
We believe in you and the work you're doing.
I love you, man.
This ain't even a sports movie.
Yeah. Oh, he's wearing a Chiefs sweatshirt. Yes, it is.
All right.
Its advice also includes exercise, which is a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Eating well. Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Duh. Eating well. Maintaining
I
your...
don't know. A good Big Mac sure does make me happy at times.
Eating well. Maintaining your body weight. I'm maintaining a lot of weight. And...
No. It said maintaining, not retaining.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm out too then.
Avoiding toxins. Johnny, I'm just going to tell you, buddy, we would welcome you with open arms tonight at yoga.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah? Those open arms would be used
Unleashed.
to throw me out like within 2 to 5 minutes.
No. We have singles come sometimes, and it's important. Flexibility is important, John. I bet you could... I bet you're very flexible.
Do you do some meditating? Like when?
Well, our yoga master, Donna Savage, leads us in a lot of moments. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Moments.
I shouldn't have asked, because if you really want to know, you need to go.
I'd love to have you there, and so would all of us in the class, Johnny.
Well, thank
Grammys, another all-time low as far as people watching it.
Yeah, not a lot of people watched it.
Dropped another 5% since last year's show. These award shows are just dropping like flies.
Because they're too political at times.
Well, I'd agree with that.
Ricky Gervais.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get up here and thank everybody and sit down.
You know what? Denny's is now
Get
coming
up here,
out.
say thank you, shut up, and go back and sit down. Go to the green room and have some caviar.
He was excoriated by the left on that.
I know.
Denny's is giving away free samples of its meatless burger. They're in the game now.
Denny's?
Denny's. They're the ones that give me sausage and bacon.
Well, now it's meatless sausage and bacon.
The company announced it will give away free Beyond. They're called Beyond Burgers. Nationwide.
Beyond what?
Beyond. Well, they're Beyond Meat. It's going to be on January 30th to celebrate the launch of its new menu item. To get one, you need to be there at 11 a.m. until 10 o'clock that night. The burger is made from plants.
Yeah.
called Beyond Meat.
Hey.
Okay, here's my question.
Wait a minute. This you can't have this. You can't have Beyond Meat. You can't.
But let me throw this out here. Scientists have figured out a way to turn these plants into a hamburger.
Yeah.
Cows have been doing that for years.
That's a good point.
Cows have been
Now,
doing
here's
that
my
for years.
You don't have any plant-based bologna, do you?
No.
All right.
No, and for people that are vegetarians, we're just butchering the animals that are eating their food too. We're all in this together.
Here's my question. Okay, if you're okay, you don't eat meat. I understand that. You want to be a vegetarian?
Yeah.
Great. More power to you, because it does have health benefits. But if you're going to be a vegetarian, and why would you want something that tastes like
meat?
beef?
I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, I got
Hey,
one.
Burger King got in trouble because they were cooking real Whoppers on the same grill as the.
So you got the grease.
So now you got the vegetarians or the vegans that are like, they don't want that because there's actual grease from a real burger.
I got one more item here before we do, and I've got sort of a potpourri in
Trivia.
All right. All right. One last story. Actress Lori Loughlin. You know what?
Yeah.
Okay. She's pleading not guilty to additional charges now.
Who else did she try to get in?
In her case in the college admissions fraud scandal. She waived her appearance in Boston yesterday. Not guilty plea. She's facing several charges accusing her of paying $500,000 to get her daughters into USC posing as members of the rowing team. Here's
Do
the
they
thing.
even have a rowing team at USC?
Well, here's my suggestion.
All right.
Get about $1,400 together. Come to Frontier Community College. All right. We'll start a rowing team. We'll go out to Little Wabash. We'll start a rowing team. And she can be a Bobcat. Who cares about USC? She could be a Bobcat, her daughter.
Are those wetsuits still in that back closet storage room? Out
Absolutely.
There at
I
the
left them
college?
there.
I mean, yeah.
My whole plan when I was the president, we were going to have a rowing team.
Well,
And practice in January.
That's right.
And on the Little Wabash.
You got current going for you.
What are they called? Sculls? Or skiffs or something like that for rowing?
Well, I've got a skull.
You wouldn't have those. You'd have John boats. You can just row John boats up and down the Little Wabash.
You start in Flora, you end in Carmi.
New Olympic
How can you
sport.
beat that?
New Olympic sport. All right.
All right,
Bring on
so we
the
got
trivia.
questions. All right, here's the questions for the trivia. A new survey asked Americans what food they know how to make. What was the number one answer? Number two, in a new survey, almost 40% of women said if they had extra time in their day, they'd like to do more of this. What?
Oh, yeah.
Number
Okay.
three. Don't cry now.
It's not what you're thinking.
According to a new survey, when it comes to household chores, 80% of the time, women do this. What?
Delegate.
Number four. Here, take care of this fire alarm, honey. Number four. 53% of the women say this is the number one thing they hate to shop for. What?
Okay.
Number five. A new survey found 2% of the people who do this will do this in the month of February. What?
All right.
All right. Number six. Nearly 230 million pounds of paper is used in the United States each year for this purpose. What? Number seven.
8 sheets at a time.
According to a new survey, or new study, 70% of men will get their first one of these by the age of 26.
Boy, you are opening a slippery
What?
slope right there.
What? All right, number 8. According to a new report, 33% of Americans now have one of these, the highest percentage ever. What? Number 9. 400 quarter-pounder hamburgers can be made of, no. How many? Oh, gee, I gave you the answer. The question was, how many quarter-pounders does one cow make?
Well, we do have to play commercials and read the weather, so we'll probably forget the answer by then.
All right. Number 10. How many peanuts does it take to make one 12-ounce jar of peanut butter? I got that one right. And we'll be back with the answers right here. Oh, I love it when the faces play. We'll be back with more morning coffee after this.
Ask any parent. When it comes to protecting your baby, you can never do enough. You wash their hands, bundle them up, and strap them in. And those are the things you can see. Then there are the risks you can't. That's why most parents go with the safe, proven protection of vaccines. Nothing protects babies better from 14 serious childhood diseases, like measles, whooping cough, and meningitis. So keep up with the and the. And when it comes to protection against vaccine-preventable diseases, get all the recommended immunizations for your baby by age 2. Immunizations help give you the power to protect your baby. For more reasons to vaccinate, talk to your child's doctor. Go to cdc.gov/vaccines for all the latest information. Or call 800-CDC-INFO. A message from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Congratulations to this year's TOC Direct Media and Best One Tire Sales and Service Southern Illinois Farm Family of the Year, Maurice Veek and Sons of Vincennes, Indiana. Maurice is 96 years young and knows that hard work pays off.
This has been a great thing for me. Not really something I tried to get, but anyway, you keep working and working and do your best by, don't give up. Set a little goal every day, try to achieve it. And that's how the West was won. That's what I always say.
When you visit the farm out on Essex Road in Vincennes, you'll find 4 different generations of Veeks, from Maurice checking produce as it comes straight from the fields, and his sons running the combine, all the way down to the great-grandkids grading potatoes. Congratulations to the 2020 TOC Direct Media and Best One Tire Sales and Services Southern Illinois Farm Family of the Year, Maurice Veek and Sons of Vincennes, Indiana.
Fairfield area weather forecast calling for clouds today, high 35. Cloudy tonight, low 28. Clouds and 38 tomorrow. For Thursday, mostly cloudy, high 38. And the outlook for Friday, mostly cloudy, high 42. Overnight, low 28. Yesterday's high, or 27 rather. Yesterday's high was 30. Currently, humidity at 97%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.16. 30 right now with cloudy skies at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looking good this morning as well. No precipitation showing up anywhere in the area.
We still have this on the big deals. Public Pizza Blast and Glow Party at Skateland Roller Sport. That's a hot time. And we also, it's a $235 value at $99 now, as well as a Pizza Blast Glow Party. I don't think they're going to be out of business. They just said there was some smoke in the rink, so I think they're fine. Also, I want to remind you that we are going to be doing the show live coming up on February the 12th. The Cover Crop Coffee Shop is being put on by the Edwards and Wayne County Soil and Water Conservation District, or the Mud District as they like to be called. Mm-hmm. All right, questions. Here we go. Keep your mind out of the gutter, Turner. I'm just telling you. I probably ought to put us on video. Okay.
On a delay.
All right. You probably should. A new survey asked Americans what food they know how to make. What's the number one answer?
I would say mac and cheese.
I'm going to go with popcorn.
Both good answers, but not the right answer. Grilled cheese? No. Anybody else? Scrambled eggs. Number one.
Okay.
Number two, the question is, in a new survey, almost 40% of women said if they had extra time in their day, they'd like to do more of this. And what is that?
I'd say sleep.
That's what you would say?
I would say spend time with family.
Okay. Anything out in the hallway with the peanut gallery?
Read.
He nailed it.
Read.
That's the number one answer. Thank you very much. In the new Family Feud Wayne County edition. Number three. Survey says. Yeah. Richard Dawson kissed everybody. Number three. He did.
I know.
According to a new survey, when it comes to household chores, 80% of the time women do this. What is that? Sweep it under the rug. No.
Procrastinate.
No.
80%. 80% probably do all the work.
No, not wash the dishes. No, you're wrong, Johnny. It's make the bed. Make the bed. I don't do that. I wasn't in the Army. She's got to make the bed after I throw her the fire alarm that's going off, which is what happened this morning. Number 4, 53% of women say this is the number one thing they hate to shop for. What? I want to tell you, it's not meat. They love coming and buying meat from you, John.
Okay, men's ties.
No.
Okay.
Underwear.
No.
Survey said?
No. A car.
Okay.
80% hate to do that. Number 5. That's poor Sheldon.
Getting the car ain't bad. It's financing it that's
there you
the
go.
bad part.
Yeah.
A new survey found 2% of people will do this in the month of February. What? 2%.
Pay their taxes.
I'm going to say send themselves something for Valentine's Day.
I'm going to reveal that we haven't done this yet at the Dreeth household. Okay.
Buy their own Valentine's gift.
That's it. Take down your Christmas tree. You have to at your place, right?
It's already down.
That's what I thought.
Christmas
you got to.
is put up.
Well, that's because Tina told you to do it.
That's true.
Number 6. Nearly 230 million pounds of paper used in the United States each year for this purpose. What?
Is it used 8 sheets at a time?
We're not talking toilet paper.
Okay.
I'm thinking greeting cards.
That's a very good guess, but it's not right, Johnny. Anybody out there? Here's the one place that makes this, that does tons by themselves, CVS.
Receipts.
Oh, everybody knew what that
Yeah.
answer was. I went in and bought 2 things, and I got 4 feet of receipt.
You walked out with a scarf.
Could have wrapped me like a mummy.
We're actually using it for wallpaper.
All right, number
Then
7.
we can draw our own designs.
What did I get that day?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
According to a new study, 70% of men will get their first one of these by the age of 26.
Gray hair.
What?
Gray hair.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
Yeah.
Gray hair. I'd love to have more gray hair. I'd take it right out front. Number 8. According to a new report, 33% of Americans now have one of these, the highest percentage ever.
38%.
33%.
33%. A Roomba.
A Roomba?
Yeah, those little remote control.
Or automatic.
vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
No,
Robot
no,
vacuum
no,
cleaner.
no.
Well, I don't know. 33% is a third, but we've got
A telephone landline.
No?
Smartphone streaming service.
No.
Technology.
No. College degree.
Okay.
33% have a college degree. I don't think it's that high in Wayne County, quite honestly. Number 9. How many quarter pounders would it take from one cow? Well, how many can be made from one cow? And I gave you the answer.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
I just can't believe.
Right.
I don't
That
believe
does
it.
not sound
No,
right.
it doesn't sound right. That would only be
There's-
100 pounds, right?
there's
Well, I
more than
think
100 pounds
I think
meat on the cow.
I think it depends on the size of the cow.
Well, it's veal.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say we're not eating veal. Yeah. It's
I think I had 100 pounds on one of my deer that was processed.
I don't know, unless it's
I
scrap, unless it's trimmings.
You know,
I
now
mean,
you can answer this. Do they use different parts of the cow for steaks and then hamburger?
that's how I can see how they'd
Okay.
end up with 100 pounds.
Here's one I didn't give you. I'm going to give it to you right now because I missed it. Number 10. Actor Tom Hanks is related directly to this former president.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
Man,
That's good, Johnny. How did you know that?
I've just got a treasure trove of useless
he
information.
answered that before you even got it out.
All right, so back to the one I was supposed to give you. Number 10. How many peanuts does it take to make one 12-ounce jar of peanut butter?
1 12-ounce jar.
100.
Oh,
On
I'm
1,000.
going to say 1,680.
Jeff, I want just to say, this has nothing to do with a Reese's peanut butter cup. You're welcome. No, it's 500 peanuts.
500 peanuts.
500 peanuts to make one jar. Has this hour blown by or what?
It has.
I think I'd like to come out and see you guys like with the monocle and a top hat and a cane.
Mr. Peanuts. Mr. Peanut lives. Mr. Peanut lives. That's good to know, Johnny. It's always fun. You know what? I'll be seeing you at about 11:30.
All right.
Get the rye out. Get the roasted turkey ready.
You got it.
All right.
Extra Miracle Whip.
Extra Miracle
You
Whip.
might want to stock up on that with him.
All right, Johnny Williams, thank you. And we're going to be back tomorrow's KO Wednesday. Ken Odie will be here. Take care. Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
News, talk, sports, and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. See pictures and prices at boydfern.com or follow them on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Roger Stern. President Trump's legal team resumed their defense today in the Senate impeachment trial. Yesterday,